Hello? Is anyone there? Is there anyone on there yet?
No.
Scooby doesn't know how to jump.
It's not come through yet.
Can't jump. Can't.
Yeah, it is.
Go further down. It does come up. There we go.
No, that was the last one.
Oh.
Yeah, you're there. You need to move to the left slightly, yeah?
I'm not done. That's just thingy.
Yeah, your cross is showing.
Yeah, that's alright. I haven't put my finger over the top. Not coming up on Ellie's phone.
Got it on mine.
Oh, here we go.
Is anyone...
Yeah, that's alright. I haven't put my finger over the top.
You have to turn the sound down.
Not coming up on Ellie's phone.
Who's
Me. Us two.
Oh.
Where's it down?
Yeah, it's a bit warm.
Okay. Hello. Just going to wait for a few others to join. I don't need to see the remarks, doesn't matter. Just as long as you can see them.
Mm-hmm.
If you can tell me who's joining.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
It's not showing at the moment.
Just going to wait for a few others to join. There you go.
Yeah. Which one of those?
If you could all say hi, because we can't see who's joined us.
Yeah, it's only been 3 minutes. It's only been 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
Just wait for a minute.
Lee's watching.
What, upstairs?
Mm-hmm. He said hi.
Hello. If we could all say hi so we can see who's joined.
Kay Grenslade says hello.
Hi, Kay. She's one of my customers.
So I shared it to my page.
Hmm?
I shared it to my normal page.
Yeah, probably. I'll just hang on a couple more minutes and then I'll get going. That's my sister in the background.
Sorry, guys.
Mm.
because I shared it to my page.
Oh, I see. How's everybody tonight? Leave her at home next time.
Makes more noise than the animals.
Shall I make a start?
Yeah.
No, hardly anyone there.
Where's your friend?
Huh? Okay. Shall I make a start?
Yeah.
Okay, so tonight I'm doing butterflies with acrylic. Okay, so I've got one I've already done with the acrylic. It looks a bit pants, but it will look better to paint on. But I'm going to show you how to do the acrylic side first on another piece. So I'm using the back of Forms paper, and we're going to work on the shiny side so it peels off. Okay, so I'm folding it in half because I need the line, and then my pen doesn't work properly, so you'll have to excuse me. And then we're just drawing an outline of a butterfly. My pen doesn't work, so I'm just making indentations. Oh, I'll try another pen. No, it's not. It's because it's on the shiny side. So as long as you make really hard indentations, so it goes through to the other side. Okay. Okay. So when you open it up, you can see you've got it mirrored on the other side. Okay, and then what you need to do, you need to fold it back the other way on the crease. There's a reason for this. Oh God, I really need to do my nails. Okay, so there's the middle of your butterfly. Okay, so today I'm using Trilogy Pink Champagne and can't remember what brand that is. Let me take the sticker off. EF, and that's, can't see the name of that one. Myla. Yeah, Myla. Right, it's a glittery one. Obviously you can use any acrylics. I'm just using sparklies because I like sparkles. Okay, so now I've got my outline of my butterfly. And I'm going to go with just the plain glitter pink. Okay, it's best if you bleed out the back of your beads because you don't want it running everywhere. And you're just placing it on inside your stencil. Right, so on the other one that I made, I had it joining, but on this one, we're not going to have it join in the middle, so they're two separates. To put onto nails, it's easier. And I've done the butterfly bigger than I normally would, just so you can see it. Okay, so I'm on the first wing. So you don't want it dead thin, but you don't want it thick either. So just, yeah, I know it's a bit naff really, but yeah. So you don't want it so thin it's going to snap, but you don't want it so thick that it looks really chunky and ugly. Okay. Okay, and then I'm just gonna blend that down a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to my glittery one. Same principle, bleeding out the back. And again, keeping within the lines of my stencil that I've made. Try and remember to keep the edges nice and smooth, because obviously you won't be filing this. So you need it to be nice and neat. And when you're mixing two colours together, just remember to back blend it. I'll show you what I mean. So if I turn it round and you're back blending it, so you don't get lines of two different colours. They just blend into one another, like you would on an ombrella now. Okay, just put a little bit more there. Have we got? So I'm keeping within my lines that I've drawn. Okay, I could do with a little bit more at the top. Okay, so that's my first one done. And then I give it a little pat, just so it's not too lumpy bumpy, and then just repeat. You can change your colours up. So make sure they're touching, otherwise you'll have two separate bits. There we go. And I like to make sure they're joined up, but you can still see a bit of a line, so when you go back and do your painting, it's easier. You can see where you're supposed to be painting. Is anyone talking?
Nope. Bit quiet tonight.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to blend that down a bit at the edge here. So when I put both colours, put the other colour on, it blends easier. Can we close the back door? My feet are freezing. Put a bit more on there. Obviously you can add sequins, more glitter, do whatever you like. That's it. Okay, and then I'm gonna go around the other side. Right, so I'm leaving a gap in between the two, so we can add them onto the nail separately and stick them on the nail with a bit of acrylic. So blend in that edge, just so when I add my glitter, it blends better. Obviously, if you want to use them on customers' nails, you would pre-make them in advance and just keep them in stock, because it would take too long to do if a customer sit in front of you. But you know, it's a good way of showing off some skills. And do the backward blend so you don't get any lines or ridges. Remembering to keep within your lines, otherwise your shape might be a bit wonky. Okay, I'll just go into the bottom bit. Let's just making sure that's separate. Okay. Is there anyone on there?
Yeah. I can't see who, but yep.
Eh?
There's people on here, I can't see who though.
Oh, okay. Can anybody else do anything like this? I only learnt how to do it the weekend. I just thought I'd have a go. She's sighing. Okie doke. It always looks a little bit crude when it's at this point, but once you've put your paint bit on, it seems to transform it. Let the dog in for me, please. Okay. For some reason that doesn't want to go to a point.
Can you do this with other stuff like roses and stuff like that, or is it just butterflies?
What, the acrylic?
Yeah.
No, I do it with roses too. I'm trying to teach myself how to do lilies next. I think that could do with coming out a bit more there, couldn't it? Put a bit more on there. Okay. Okay. So before it sets completely, you want to, on your crease, bring it up, and if you want your wings to bend a bit while it's still settling, or it might be too hard for that side, but you can bend it a bit. So if you just hold it like that for a minute. That's it. Okay. Right, so let me just put my lids on. Right, so we'll go back to this one. Obviously I did this one earlier, and I've put the body on the inside. Sometimes I put it underneath, or sometimes you could use gems as the body, whichever takes your fancy. Obviously remember, if you're doing ones to go on nails, they're going to be a lot smaller. I've just done it bigger so you can see. Okay, so I'm using some gel paints, and the ones I'm using tonight are Alexa's. And I'm just going to mix. Actually, yeah, I need some more. Hang on. Okay, so I've got some Antique. Brilliant colour. It's so versatile. It looks brown, but it's got a hint of pinky stuff in it. It goes with so much. Okay, and then I've got some, probably get a bit more neon pink, and I've got some what's called Dolly. It's like a neon pink. So I'm just going to put a bit of that next to my pink, my Antique, and then I'm just going to start mixing the two colours. I want a brownie. I want a brownish colour, but I want a bit more pinky to it. So it's going to be like a dark purpley colour. And if you put your gel paints in a tin of some sort, and just when you're finished, close it up, it'll still be there ready to use when you next want it. Okay, so just take that out of my brush, put that back. got some over a tip. Okay, so then I'm just going to create a pattern on the butterfly. I could do that one. Let's try.
Reed says, hi, can you use normal gel polish?
You can use whatever you like. Obviously, you know, you've got to put it in the lamp anyhow. Yeah, the only thing with gel polish is it's not as pigmented. So if you want really bold lines on your butterfly, yeah, gel polish is not as pigmented. So that's why I use the gel paints. You could use acrylic paints, which are quite good. Okay, so then I'm going round the outside. Obviously you can draw any pattern you like. You don't have to do the same as mine. So what I do is I go round the outside and then I fill in bits. Okay, so up here I'm gonna do.
She said, have you a link? I've got gel paints.
A link?
Yeah.
I'll try and find. These are Alexa's. There's loads. CJP do gel paints. Anna Gibbons does gel paints. Now come here, isn't it? I think just got their own gel paints. The Nail team have got gel paints. There's quite a few of them. But honestly, if you haven't got gel paints, you could use acrylic paints or just stick with your gel polish. Okay, so I'm just thickening those lines up a bit in certain places. Okay. I think I'm just going to go a bit more.
She said, thank you.
No worries. I've been doing nails about 8 years now, so I've got quite a selection of stuff. But if you're a newbie and you haven't got a great deal, you could use what you've got. Say for instance, if you've got pigments, just mix a bit of pigment with gel polish and you've created a gel polish stroke paint. So, you know, you could even do that. You don't necessarily need to go out and buy all the different stuff. You can utilise what you've already got, you know, because at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff is really quite expensive. And I'm going to do the same again on this one. You can make it as basic or as fancy as you like. But I do feel the paintwork makes the butterfly. Because when it's just the acrylic, I've tried doing it with just acrylic, and it just not quite as effective. So
Gillian's watching.
Gillian.
Yeah. Jill.
What, as in Jill?
Jill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. That's my sister in the background.
Doesn't know how to keep quiet.
Okay. They're not quite matching butterfly wings, but never mind.
He says it's looking good.
He's my biggest fan.
Be a bit wrong if he wasn't.
Do you know, once I realised I could do these, I kept thinking, oh, I could make some really big ones. Where can I put them in my house? I'm butterfly mad. I'm thinking I might make some nice really big ones, and put them on my mirrors.
That look nice.
I thought it would.
You could even have one on there, on the door.
Hey?
Even have them on this side of the door.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to whop that in the lamp. Oh, that's dismantled, doesn't matter. Sorry? Yeah, well. Oh, right, yeah. So, yeah, there's all sorts of paint. I know Brilbird and Crystal Nails do what they call a gel paint. It's non-tacky. You could use something like that as well, because they're quite pigmented. You could put, I'll put some sequins on afterwards, I think. Okay, so, and then I just go in and I'm just going to draw some lines. I cure in between because I budget otherwise. And keep, when you're doing, if you're doing lines, try and keep them quite thin, so keep your brush upright so it's just the tip that's on there. Okay.
Small details make a lot of difference, doesn't it?
It really does. You wait till I add the white to it. It's... Oh, I work cack-handed, sorry. As I say, you don't have to do it exactly like this. You can do anything. See, already it looks better than what it did with just the acrylic. Okay, see? Looks like a butterfly. Little time consuming, that's why I'm saying, you know, do them before, you know, I'd make a few up and just keep them ready to use. And obviously for nails, really, they would be much smaller. But I've done it bigger so you can just see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just going to cure that. Always remember to keep your brush that you've used your gel paint on and your gel paints away from your lamp because it cures. White, I need white. If I've got white, then I could do with a bit more. Just going to put a bit more white in my palette.
What one are you using?
I'm using the Alexa one again. I've got Anna Gibbons ones, and they're just as good. Just a different make. Yeah, I do like buying stuff, but you don't need to. Okay, so I'm just going to add some white dots now, which absolutely make all the difference. See what a difference just a few dots make. Okay, I'm just going to cure that, or semi-cure it. And what I do next is I add some there but not there white lines along some of those burgundy lines that I've created. I don't know, it just seems to highlight it better. Okay. And if you've got a gel paint and you think it's a bit thick, you know, you want it thinner, get some of your top non-white top coat. I'm using Jules one. Okay, pick up some top coat and drag it with the white, and it'll give you a thinner. Didn't clean my brush quite right. Look, there's still a bit of pink in that. Never mind. Okay, so it'll just make your white paint thinner. Okay, I then take off the brush, and then, because all you want is just the tiniest little bit on the tip of your brush, because you're doing very, very fine lines. Okay, so then what I do, move my hand so you can see. You see, it just gives it a tad highlight. Go me with my lines and the shape.
You're not shaking tonight, are you?
I am, I'm shaking terrible.
Oh, it doesn't
But I'm
seem like
disguising it. Go me. See, it's not in your face. Where I've diluted it, thinned it out with the the top coat. It does make a difference. See, it looks pretty. I think just the added extra little details make all the difference. Okay, I'm going to cure that. Right, I've got some iridescent bits that I'm going to put on.
You love your glitter.
Yeah, never have enough glitter. Okay, I've put a bit of top coat on my paper. So I'm going to use it like a glue. So I think we'll put some here. These are little iridescent, don't know what that shape's called. What's that shape called? Hexagons?
Yeah.
You could use anything. Okay. Oh, wrong one. Nearly put it in the monomer. I'm going to have to move that monomer pot. I keep going to put my brush in it. My husband's upstairs watching the football, if in case anybody can hear it. Okay, I'm going to put a different one in the other one, I think. What one should I go for? Okay. These are all like sequins that I've got. But again, you could use anything that you've got in. I just think it looks pretty. You could also do it like if you did do quite a transparent acrylic, so it looks more glass-like. That would look nice too.
They want food, love.
They've not long been fed.
No, the puppies.
They've not long been fed.
Yeah, they've been trying to get milk bar off her again.
Yeah, look. How annoying is that? Yeah, got it. Okay, I'm just going to flash cure that. So you can make it as simple or as complicated as you like. Okay, flash cured that. Do you think? Yeah. Do you you think I need any on the bottom?
No, I think that looks quite nice like that.
Okay, so then what I do, I'm just going to give it all a bit of a top coat so there's no tackiness anywhere at all.
Susan Reynolds says that is fantastic.
Thanks, Susan. As I say, when you just got the acrylic, it looks a bit naff. It's not until you start putting the added extra bits on that you think, oh yeah, it's a butterfly. Obviously, any colours or anything, whatever you want to use, really, but it's unusual for me to pick pink, actually. Okay, so I'm just going to cure that, and then we'll go over to the nail tip. Helps if I switch the lamp on. Honestly, I think anyone could do these. The principle of them are really simple.
It's very pretty.
It does, doesn't it?
Mm.
Okay. So you can now take it off. There's a little bit there that I don't like, so I'm going to cut it off. Okay, right, so you've got your two butterflies. Oh, it looks pretty.
It does.
Okay, and then what I do, hang on, let me get my clear acrylic out. No, that's perfectly.
That does.
Okay, so you pick up a bit of clear acrylic. Okay, remember to bleed it out because you want it to set quicker. I've buffed this nail tip. I haven't painted it for tonight, but I've buffed it so it's not on the shiny surface. And you just put it where you're going to put your butterfly wings. And this is where my shake shows. And put your butterfly into your acrylic. It's a case of holding it. Obviously easier if you haven't got the shakes. I'm just going to hold it for a minute. You always get one, don't you? I decorated some glasses for my mum for her birthday and I put some butterflies on, took it out the bag and broke one of the wings off. So I had to super glue it. So obviously you'd make it a lot smaller for nails. Why isn't that sticking?
It might be a bit heavy.
I'm just going to put a bit more behind it, I think.
So if you have this problem, just put a bit behind it.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, let me just put it back in. That's falling.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a bit fiddly. Okay, so and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a few gems down the middle to create a body. Is it falling?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'll pick it back up.
Looks very pretty.
Okay, so you could use glue, acrylic, gel, whatever you like. Actually, I think I'm going to use my smaller brush. And just put a bit down the middle. Hate picking gems up. I can never pick the buggers up. Just put a bit more acrylic on.
Married says beautiful.
Who?
Married,
Okay. Okay.
I think.
So that's it really. You can change up the shape of your wings if you like. I've just chosen a basic wing shape. You can do it how you like, but that's what I would call like a 4D butterfly. There you go. And you could use everything that you've got in stock. You don't have to go out and buy anything to do these. Oh, crap, I dropped it. Never mind. Okay, so that's it for tonight. If there's any questions, by all means shout. Anyone want me to do anything next week? Just put it on the page and I will try my best for you. I struggle for ideas to what to show you, so any input would be great. And that's my 4D butterfly.
Beautiful.
Okay, I'll see you all next week. Thank you for joining. Bye.